I am very happy to see you all here for the 8th AI Monday. So last year we started in September, and now this is the 8th AI Monday in Berlin. Thanks for following our invitation. Really, really happy. I think we have a great audience here. Thanks for Berlin Buzzwords for being one of the satellite events. And we have a very good lineup in terms of speakers today, which I'm really, really proud of. And so let's get started. Just raise your hands. Who has been coming to an AI Monday event already? Just to kind of, oh, cool. Sort of 1/3, almost, right? Thanks so much for coming again. And then everybody else. So what's AI Monday? Very quickly. An event series that we started, I think 2 years ago in Helsinki. Every month, every 5 to 6 weeks, we're going to invite interesting startups, corporates, science, what else? Education as well, to speak about artificial intelligence, machine learning, specifically use cases, right? We want to inspire, we want to get you guys to have kind of a new idea or kind of a spark on how to continue your journey in terms of AI or machine learning. And of course, network. So after the event, we invite you to have good conversations, of course. So before we introduce ourselves, very quickly, our agenda, as you can see here. So we have 4 fantastic speakers. We're going to start with Ahmed Kamal from Careem. Then we have Calvin Seward from Zalando. Thanks for coming. We have, where's Andreas? Andreas Schindler from the Deep Neuron Lab from Berlin. And then last but not least, Felix Biesmann from Amazon Einstein Center, and he's also a professor at the Boys University. Where's Felix? Here in front of us. Cool. Thanks for coming. And then we close and would like to invite you to our networking. I think we have a barbecue as well. So I think it's just around through that door, but we're going to talk about that at the end, right? Cool. So that's the agenda. You may now ask yourself, so who's this guy in front of me? And why is he talking? And who is the other guy? So let's do some introductions. Manuel.
Yeah, thanks, Yuri, and welcome to you all. My name is Manuel, and I work for Berlin Partner, and there I'm the cluster manager for the cluster ICT, Media and Creative Industries. And of course, AI is a very hot topic at our work. We are doing a lot about AI in this area, and I brought 2 slides with me to show you what we are doing. For example, we have, wait a moment, I just wanted to tell you that Jan is not available today. He's in another city, and unfortunately he's not with us. Normally we are standing here 3 guys presenting the AI Monday, but Jan will be here the next time, hopefully. So what we are doing, we are organizing, for example, a hackathon about AI for good. If you ever asked about what is happening in the Mediterranean Sea, there are people crossing the sea and they come into difficult situations. So the mission of this AI for Good hackathon is how we can use image recognition to recognize people in search and rescue missions, to get help very fast to the place where it's needed. And the hackathon is at the end of July. I think it's at the Drivery in Berlin-Tempelhof, and you're very welcome to attend the hackathon. Of course, it's a hackathon for good, so there are no big prizes. We have no big industrial sponsors behind this hackathon. It's just for doing good, hacking for doing good. And you can learn about more at deep-berlin.ai/hackathon. And on this website, you can also find all the other stuff Deep Berlin is doing. And Deep Berlin is one of the activities we are doing in the cluster. And a second maybe interesting event might be the Barcamp Health IT. A Barcamp is a very I think you know what it is. It's a very unstructured format. It's a conference without a program. The program will happen when the conference starts. It's just a grid with a schedule, and the audience, you can come, bring your own talk, and the audience decides what talks will be at the Barcamp. And today I brought a colleague of mine, Lena. She's sitting here in the front. So if you're interested in this Barcamp, you can ask Lena. She will be here at the networking part. And the Barcamp itself will take place at the 20th of August in Berlin, in the Berlin Institute for Medical Systems Biology. We're doing this Barcamp since 7 years, and every time it's another topic. Last year, for example, we had augmented and virtual reality in medical systems, and this year, of course, we have AI in the topic. What can artificial intelligence do to make medical applications better? And with this, I hand over to Juri.
Yeah, and then as you probably can't memorize the link, so we're going to send out, usually we send out an email after the event with all the slides, and we also have that link in there. So if you can't get a hold of Lena, we also send you the link. Or you do a photo. Cool. So who am I? My name is Juri. I'm the co-founder of Taival. Taival is a Finnish consulting company. Taival is also Finnish by its name and means adventurous journey, and that's what many companies are in usually, and we try to help them on that journey, whether it's been an AI journey or something else, a transformational journey, a strategy, new setting, a new business model, a new product. That's what we usually try to support with. We've been founded very young, 2 years ago. We're 12 people by now, and the focus is Helsinki and Germany, and we also have one guy in Singapore. What differentiates ourselves a little bit from everybody else is, I think you all have heard of digital transformation, all the new challenges, and I think we believe very strongly that all those new challenges need to also be you can only solve them in a different way. You can't use the traditional tools and methods and frameworks that you have been using. And so one of our 4 core beliefs is that we gonna use an expert model. So we try to involve in everything we do real experts in the field. One of the reasons we're doing AI Monday is because we want to get in touch with those speakers, with those experts, so that we actually can then bring them into our client engagements, that we have to actually bring in the expertise that clients ask for. The other one is be agile. You're gonna need to have very quickly feedback from your client, but also from the customers you're doing this for. Otherwise, you can't actually see whether what you do is the right thing. So we don't sit 6 weeks in a conference room and create strategy slides. We do 2 weeks, and then we're gonna get in front of the customer to actually get a feedback whether this is the right thing, and then we continue with the things that really are needed. And then of course co-creation. We usually try to get in the client together into the project, because if we're gonna leave at a certain point in time, the client needs to kind of continue doing that, and having skin in the game is kind of very, very critical, and that's what we do. And then, of course, ecosystem. I talked about the expert model. How do you work as a small company anyway? But we want to get the startups, the corporates that are expert in certain areas into our project so that they actually can help us deliver the best results possible. That's a few clients of us, mostly Finnish, and now you ask yourself, okay, so give me an example of what type of work we're doing and what's the scope of things. And if I take the example of AI, for example, then it usually starts with understanding What's this technology all about? And you can talk to Calvin. Zalando's doing a great job in this. If you want the company to become an AI company, you're going to need to train everybody in the company on this technology. People need to understand what's the possibility of this. Only then they can actually come up with the challenges and ask whether AI might be the right tool for this, right? Once that awareness piece, this discovery piece is done, you need to have some kind of a strategy, some kind of a plan. How do I actually get from A to B? And so this master plan is something we do. So we build kind of a journey to become more AI driven or to implement AI as a tool. And then of course we build the foundation. You're going to need to run some prototypes. You're going to need to run some projects where you actually test some of the use cases you identified. And that's usually when we get in the startups, the ecosystem partners, because that's where we then together build something to see whether this actually works. And then, of course, we help on transforming. Lots of companies build lots of nice prototypes, but then struggle to actually get those prototypes into production. And we have gained some experience in helping companies do that in the right way. So innovation means your prototype end up in your productive products or environments, right? And so that's then making the difference.